Hello, it's Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter here. Now, like many crafters and sewers who make patchwork quilts, I like to source much of my cotton from charity shops, that's thrift shops in the USA. And it was generally agreed in conversation that green, I was having a great deal of difficulty finding anything green. When I sorted out my cottons to see what I was lacking, I did it by rainbow colour. And obviously, blacks and blues were easy to find, particularly in men's shirts. But green seemed very seasonal. Now, it's taken until the summer until I found any, and I was able to find one item last week in Southport, and today I've found five, I think. So first of all, let me show you the photograph of what I took last week in Southport, and then I'm going to show you on video today what I found and why I think they're interesting fabrics. They're going to be very varied in colour range and also in texture. And then I bought three other items, and I'll explain why I bought them too. So first of all, let me show you what I bought last week. I've taken it apart already, and I'll show you what I'm left with that fabric. This is the fabric once I've broken it down. It's a sage green with a really interesting print on it. It was a dress from Zara that had a large frill on it. Let me show you what the dress looked like. The rope belt was interesting too. It was really quite long, and I think that will make an interesting feature, perhaps on a cushion for edging. So I saved that too. Right, let's look at today's haul then. These were all sourced in my three local high street charity shops. So this is very pretty and fresh. It's actually alliums, green alliums on a white broidery anglais. And although there are cut seams at the front and no sleeves to talk of, the back is actually one piece. There are darts in the back, but these are folded darts, so that will unpick. And there's about half a yard of fabric, I think, in this. But how interesting is that pattern? I think that's lovely. I wasn't able to find anything in men's shirts. I looked instead in the ladies' blouses and dresses, and as such, I've managed to find quite sleeveless items. This one's really pretty green and has got some interesting embroidery detail on it on the front. That's quite an interesting texture, and yeah, quite interesting embroidery. That's very pretty. This is linen. It's an XL. Let's turn it on the back. Take a look. There's no seams at all on the back there. So that's, again, about half a yard of fabric of an interesting green linen. Wow, on camera, this looks a real vivid neon green. It's actually not as bright as it looks on camera, I don't think. But what really drew me to this was the fact that the fabric has already been sewn, so it looks like it's quilted already. It's actually pleated and then like a cross hatching going across it. That's the pattern on the front. There are some covered buttons going down the front with a placket, and I felt that would save me having to quilt this. And then on the back, the design is different. The design is literally a diagonal print. How unusual a blouse is that? I really like that. I think that as I come away from it shows more like its actual colour. This emerald green dress has got a ditzy print, and it's actually linen. It's just got a round neck and some embroidery at the sides, with large sleeves. And the front piece is all one piece. And likewise, so is the back. Now, because it's in one piece, there's actually about a metre of fabric there. And it makes me think of the emerald colour. And I thought how nice that would look in an Irish chain quilt. That was what I thought of when I looked at that piece. Nice, isn't it? Don't think anybody would have worn that as a dress. It's a bit shapeless. I was drawn to this dress straight away because of the colour, but there's a great deal of fabric in this. It's actually a broderie anglais, and then there's some embroidery at the hem. And then when I looked inside, it's actually lined. So I've got a second layer of a green cotton in it. And I've just realised why there's so much material in this. And it's because it's a maternity dress, which is good for me. There's lots of material in there. It's sheared across the back. I don't quite know whether I'll be able to use that or not. Interesting little straps. And then I think the back is just a repeat of the front. Sometimes there are pockets, but there are no pockets in this, which is a bit of a shame because I'd like that. But I'll certainly be able to make use of that. That's gorgeous. And that was from Georgia Asda. So that was the last of the greens for today, but there are other items that I bought that I just couldn't resist. Let me turn the camera around and show you why. I bought shirts made by this company before, and they're really good quality. This is a really good gingham. Just a purple and white, just a crisp cotton. And just look at the sleeve, just look at the cuffs on the sleeves. How much fabric there is there, twice over. Buttons are basic. There's no pockets on the front, which is great because that fabric isn't split up in any way. There is a yoke across the back, but the whole back is just one piece. There's no shaping in it at all. And there is a shirt tail, which means that that piece at the back is a big piece for me to unpick. And while I don't really need any more blues, I couldn't resist this one. This is a shirt by Jack Willis, again, another really good quality make. And the reason I was drawn to this one was the texture of the fabric. This is a seersucker fabric, and it's got a really nice two-tone blue print in it. There is a pocket on the front. I think the sleeves are unremarkable. And then on the back, whoops, this is a size XL, and again, apart from the yoke, it's in one piece. Happy days. And my last item to show you today is this denim skirt. It's by John Rosher, probably made for Debenhams in the first place. And it's got, rather like the pleated fabric I found before, it's actually got pleats already in that piece of denim, and then a godette at the front. And rather like we have to unpick jeans, this has got three quite wide panels at the front. Can you see there? And again, a panel across the waist or hips. And then on the reverse, it's actually just 3 pieces of fabric sewn together in the middle. So I've probably got more fabric in that denim skirt than I would have done in a pair of jeans. So all in all, I've got a lot of unpicking to do. Let me know what colours you find difficult to find, or what you've managed to find recently. I find that as the seasons change, what's on offer in the charity shops does vary. And I was really surprised that in the spring I couldn't source any of these greens, so I'm really delighted to find them today. So come back and join me soon, won't you? And you'll see what I'm going to do with some of those greens and some of the other fabrics that I've sourced. This is Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter, saying bye for now. Come back and see me soon, won't you? Bye.